Welcome back everybody to another episode with Lackluster Gaming. My name is Dale and this is the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. First off, I want to give a big shout out to Tamil Pasanga. He made the last two intros that you've seen on this channel over the past couple of days and I thank him very much for doing so. I love them. However, yesterday's intro, while it has received a ton of positive response from you guys, it is not my intro. That intro belongs to Kairos Gaming. Big shout out, collab coming soon. I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Evin Wells. He does some amazing art. Check him out. Link is down below in the description box. On to the giveaway. The winner of this week's giveaway is Joseph Mayer. Congrats, buddy. I've sent you an email. Just make sure you respond. So let's get right into the deck. Now, today's deck has been on the leaderboards for a couple weeks, even prior to the recent balance changes, and to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that the Royal Giant was not amongst those that received a nerf. Now, Royal Giant is an extremely versatile card. It is somewhat expensive at 6 elixir, but it is insanely powerful. It's a tower targeting card, obviously, and if you have these cards, you probably know a lot about it. Now check out that archer placement. The reason I did that is because of the fireball. A lot of people are carrying the fireball lately because it takes out the archers in one shot. So the Royal Giant, what can we say about the Royal Giant that has not already been said? Other than we hate it, other than we love it. We love to use it, we hate to go up against it. Now normally I can defend against a Royal Giant using a Tombstone, a Mega Minion, and a Ice Golem. Ice Golem usually to distract everything behind the Royal Giant, and the Dutes from the Tombstone and the Mega Minion will take out the Royal Giant without taking too much damage to my arena tower. So check this out, he's on the tower and each hit he does over 150 damage, and this is at tournament standards right now. This is a classic challenge, so it's capped out at level 9. Mine is personally level 10, so when I play this on the ladder, which I do because it's a very good deck, you know, level 10 is still really low, and it's a common card, so it's really easy to level up. So you see a lot of people running level 11 and 12 and 13 Royal Giants, which is crazy. So really great card. And check this out, we take out a tower, and I want to talk about placement of the Royal Giant. You see, I'm gonna log those guys away. We're gonna put our archers down to get rid of that those minions right there, and as soon as my Royal Giant is ready, we're gonna place him in the center on the opponent's side. Now I didn't place him all the way forward into that corner, and the reason why, big shout out to Colton W83, he gave me this information, is the King Tower will not lock on to the Royal Giant if he's one square back, because the Royal Giant has such a long range. I mean, it shoots so far. It's got a bigger range than the Inferno Tower, so if there's an Inferno Tower placed, you can place your Royal Giant outside of its range, it'll advance, take it out, and not take any damage itself. So something needs to be changed about the Royal Giant, whether it's its range, whether it's its damage, or its health hit points, I don't know, but it's extremely powerful. And it's almost like when I use it I feel shame, and that's maybe why I don't use it. And I hope if you use it consistently all the time for your ladder matches, that you feel shame, because you should. You really should. Alright, let's move on. Let's get away from the Royal Giant. The next card up is the Furnace, okay? The Furnace is such a great card, and here's why. Now, again, this is tournament standards because we are playing in a classic challenge. So the Furnace is a rare card. It caps out at level 7 during these challenges, but because my opponent's King's Tower is only a level 9, and it's capped out there, that allows for one fire spirit to get to the tower if it's not defended against. And the reason why this is so valuable is because I don't think it's going to happen right here. No. Okay. One fire spirit packs the punch of a fireball. It's insane. So if you can get just one and chip away at one tower the entire match and fight against the other tower the entire match, there's a lot of potential for 2 crown victories. So you know, if somebody's using the furnace against you, it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. You need to take it out quickly or learn how to counter every time it spawns the fire spirits. Now, Orange Juice put out a video, I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday, and it showed a lot more in-depth information about the furnace than that, but that's pretty much the basics, and it's a good defensive structure for you to have out there for those hog pushes and giant pushes, because it'll pull those tower targeting troops to the center and allow you to capitalize on the moment and defend properly against them and take them out. So check this out. We got our Royal Giant, we've got a Princess and a Mini P.E.K.K.A defending against it. So we're gonna place down our ooh, look at that. Oh, those fire spirits, they're really like not used as much as they used to be. I remember when they first came out and they were just like way overused. Everybody used them, but you don't see them a whole lot, but they have such an extraordinary value. They have splash damage. Look at that. Boom, 200 damage to an arena tower. Just one getting to it. It's amazing. Now, let's move on from the furnace, because we also have the fire spirits in there. We've got the log, obviously, the archers, great card. Put the archers in your decks if you haven't already. The mega minion is the best card in the game. You need the mega minion in your deck. If you don't have it, if you're not using it, you're losing out. There's the placement of the Royal Giant right in the center of the map, but one tile back just to make sure that the King's Tower does not hit it. And I want to get to the lightning spell. The lightning spell, a lot of people have been calling for a nerf on the lightning spell, and I don't necessarily agree, because it is an extremely expensive spell. It does pack a huge punch, and it's a valuable card to have in your deck, especially in these you know, these slow push big expensive decks. Not only will it do 350 damage roughly to an arena or a king tower, but it will also completely eliminate some cards. So if you've got somebody that drops a musketeer in the back, or 3 musketeers, it's a great counter to 3 musketeers. It'll take all 3 out, but it's a good counter to the elixir pump, the 3 musketeers. If somebody starts a slow push using its support cards, like putting the 3 musketeer or 1 single musketeer and then drops a mega minion, and you can get both of those knocked out and do some damage on their arena tower, you're in business. Let me tell you, that's a major value. Some big elixir trades right there. So sometimes you have to use it defensively. It's not suggested. It is definitely better if you have the ability. See, watch this. You lightning, all of this, boom, 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 and I'm waiting only because, you know, I just want to make sure that I've got a little bit of elixir to defend. But he placed down that pump, so I knew I was golden. And obviously he does have another pump on the field, but now he doesn't have 2 pumps on the field. Look at that, 1 fire spirit, almost 200 damage. Shuts down the prince as well as the archer, getting in there for some defense. And yeah, just a really solid deck. Whoever came up with it really built this thinking all over the place. Now, the skeleton army in this deck is mostly used for defense against cards like the giant, royal giant, the hog rider, things like that. But sometimes you need to use it as a distraction if you've got nothing for the minion horde and you didn't know that they had them. But yeah, really well designed deck. Try it out. It's been on the leaderboards for quite some time. Like I said, you know, if you go look right now, I guarantee you 1 to 5 people are running this deck in the top 10. I know that's a huge difference, 1 to 5 people out of 10, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, use that furnace to pull troops and then take it out, get some good defense, and that is about it. I mean, it's a great deck. Just really try it. It works really good in the ladder. It works even better in these tournament and challenge modes. I've been able to get up to 11 wins, and knowing me and how bad I am at gaming, that's pretty good. So it's a very, 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 very good deck. Give it a shot if you haven't already, and try not to feel too ashamed when you do it. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. Got some really cool stuff happening this week, so stick around, alright guys? I love ya. LackLuster out. Dude, it's just like so... Like, I seriously feel bad about this deck. I feel bad about every single win.